Past couple weeks have been a blur of protests and speeches, political optics, and musical jams. If you're like us, you're trying to remember it all. So here's a quick refresher on the shindigs in the Big C in the city of brotherly love.
Cleveland, Philadelphia.
A tale of two conventions.
Here's what happened. The boos. Republicans. The guy who came in second got booed for not endorsing. Democrats. The guy who came in second got booed for endorsing. Primetime attendance. Republicans. Empty seats. Democrats. Packed house. Celebrities. Democrats. Meryl Streep. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Too many to count. Republicans. Duck Dynasty guy. An underwear model. And Scott Baio. Musical guests. Democrats. Katy Perry. Paul Simon. Too many to count. Republicans. G.E. Smith. Every day. Candidate intro video. Democrats.
Here is a woman.
Voiced by a guy who once played God. Republicans.
Donald was born in Queens.
Voiced by Angelina Jolie's dad. Protests. Republicans. They were small. Democrats. They were big. American flags. Republicans. They were small. Democrats. They were big. Theme song. Clinton. Trump. Interesting choice. Balloon drop. Cleveland. Big, but kid looked bored. Philly. Bigger. And the adults looked way too excited.
All right. When it comes to the TV ratings, the Democrats beat the Republicans in the first three nights of their respective conventions, but Trump trumped Clinton when it came to how many people viewed their respective acceptance speeches on this past Thursday night and the previous Thursday night. There's been a lot of chatter about how much of a polling bounce Trump has gotten and Hillary Clinton may get coming out of their convention. So, Mark, what do you reckon will be the likely numerical impact of these two big events?
As always, focusing more on battleground state polls than national polls because that's what matters in the end. I think Clinton is going to have leads anywhere from +8 to -3, and that is a wide range. That you could say I'm hedging a little bit, but I really do think that a lot. I've talked to Clinton people now who said we had a great convention. We executed. Things went great, even with the Sanders controversies. But we're not sure we're going to get a very big bump out of it for a variety of reasons. So I think that Trump has gotten some bump. Clinton will get some bump. But I'm not sure in the end we're not just going to see a wash. We're going to see basically a race that is roughly even with Clinton having an edge in some important states.
I think she's going to get a bigger bump than Trump has gotten, but not some massive off-the-charts bump. I think, my guess is that she'll be, by the time we get to next Wednesday, she'll be ahead in the national polling by 4 or 5 points, and probably in a lot of the battleground states she'll be ahead, but maybe within the margin of error. In most of them, and a couple she'll be outside the margin of error. I think I think we agree about this. They did an exceptionally good job with this convention at the pure level of the way in which most experience it, as most people experience it. It was a great television production, and I think it's one convention where something that you and I have said over the last 2 weeks and over years may not be true, which is that we care most about the nominee speech. That's the thing that is either remembered or it's a failure. I think in this case, the Democratic Convention may, in its total composition, all of those speakers across those nights prosecuting that case and that frame is the reason why I think it's been more successful than the Cleveland Convention.
If the people who watched the convention were persuadable voters, maybe. But my sense is if you look at the ratings numbers, most of the people were Democrats and enthusiastic Democrats, not people who need to be stoked to turn out. And I have no idea, because I've seen none of it, and I always beg for this, content analysis of what people learned about the convention online, on local news, etc. Again, with the exception of Michelle Obama's speech, as strong as the Democratic convention was as a matter of programming and mechanics and production, I'm not sure that any other speech besides Michelle Obama's would have broken through to people.
Well, the gentleman last night, the Muslim American gentleman who removed the Constitution from his pocket, everybody in our world was talking about that as the signature moment of the convention. I have no idea how many actual people watched it.
Tonight in Columbus, 6 p.m.?
I don't know. That's
News?
my huge question.
That's up there. All right.